All right, welcome in. This is the Conor.G show, and we are in the middle of the faking Jamaican report. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you Tuggawar's podcast that he does here. Let's check it out. It's called the Tuggawar podcast. So he calls himself the Nyang Boss. Has anybody heard this expression? The Nyang Boss. So Nyang, N-Y-A-N-G, it's just a stupid made-up word that he came up with. It doesn't mean anything. Him calling himself the Nyang General, it means nothing. It's like Rockstar saying World Star Drillers, baby. It just means nothing. It's something that they made up.
Them not swing nothing. Hey, yo.
So here they are in Tuggawar's living room, okay? And he has this acoustic foam on his living room wall.
Special guests inside the building today.
So here we go. They have a podcast, extremely dark shot, not mic'd. This is the first podcast that I've seen that there are no microphones in sight. They are using what sounds to me like...
You do a line and I'll do a line, honey.
Sounds like they're using the microphone on the camera. It sounds that far away. This guy's looking at his phone during the intro. He looks very uncomfortable. Finally, him hanging around with a man of his own age. Look at this here, the sponsor here in the corner. You can see that? Tuggawar podcast, hashtag Narcos Coffee there, with a shitty little black and white laminated sheet. So this whole time, he's like facing him doing the talking. And, you know, that means he's facing away from the microphone, so you can hear him even less.
Money can't buy happiness. He committed suicide in his own mansion. Yo, money don't buy happiness, man. Yeah.
So don't worry, we're not going to bore you to death with watching any of this, but look how bored these wee fellas are. Look, looking at their phones the whole time. There's no need for them to be there. This is terribly framed, terribly shot, and I'm always shocked anytime I whack on a podcast and the audio's terrible, the lighting's terrible, because it's like, you had one job here. It's not like this is live. There's no excuse whenever your podcast is badly shot, badly lit, and badly mic'd. There's just no excuse. You had time to fix that.
I don't know what he was going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
R.I.P.
So this is Captain Bringdown. Right, so to bring things back up again, I think I'll show you Tuggawar's brand new song, right? It's doing better than all of his songs put together. And what I think Tuggawar is coming to terms with now is that I think Tuggawar has come to terms with this a while ago, certainly since I've been following him, that the bad man, gangster man, gunman shit, nobody buys it, nobody believes it. So now he's leaning into the joke memery of it, right? Like M.R. sort of did. But now M.R. is trying to, in retrospect, turn the clock back and be like, no, I am actually really a real serious musical artist. You know, that's kind of why we liked M.R. over the rest of these guys, because he did sort of have a bit of sense of humor. He did sort of not take himself too seriously, but since he's blown up, it's like a completely different guy than the one we fell in love with. All right, ladies and gents, here's the brand new one from Tuggawar. It's called Bumbaclart. All right, so what was I trying to say there? Tuggawar has just gone fully into this I'm a joke. So you saw those generic geriatric diss tracks. You're not frightening anyone with them, and they don't perform very well. So he's come out with this absolute joke of a track here. It's called Bumbaclart. He's just like, fuck it, I don't care about anything anymore. Bumbaclart, yeah. Rossclot, I'm a Rossclot. You're a Bumbaclart, I'm a Rossclot. He doesn't care anymore. It's a joke to him now. People are in my comments saying, nope, Tuggawar is serious. He's been doing it 20 years. He's been making a buffoon out of himself for 20 years straight. And instead of getting better, he's only got worse. Without further ado, it's Tuggawar with fucking stupid Bumbaclart. Idiot.
Them nah swing no foot. Bumbaclart to them.
Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Bumba pussy clot to them. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Run up in the crew with a team.
That is the most racist thing that I have ever seen. I mean, you just want to watch the rest of that Tuggawar video? I mean, that was... I've never in my life, and me, a connoisseur of faking Jamaicans, I have never seen anything more cartoonish. I mean, what would you call that? What would you call that? I mean, making a mockery out of dancehall, making a mockery out of Jamaica. What are you playing at, Tuggawar? What are you playing at? That was the craziest thing ever. It's like, have you completely lost your mind? Okay, let's watch the rest. Let's watch the rest of it. I mean, I really wanted to just leave it on that, calling him racist. You know, that'll trigger him. I learned that from Young Spray on the RTM podcast. Shout out. Tuggawar, you absolute jester, you. It's like, yeah, people are like, yeah, respect to Tugga. He's a real gangster. He went to jail in Jamaica. It's like, do you think that's impressive? Do you think going to jail in Jamaica is impressive? Let me tell you about Tuggawar here. Do you remember what I was saying about these people being the stupidest? Like, it's not just that they're faking Jamaicans. It's that they're dumb as the day is long. It's both of them things together, right? Back in the 80s, he went to Jamaica for a holiday. Might have been doing like a wee dancehall gig or something with his up-and-coming dancehall career, which never took off. So we don't know why we have to respect him. He went on holiday to Jamaica and tried to smuggle weed back to the UK. I mean, is your brain broken, Tuggawar? Why would anyone think that's a good idea to do? One, how did you think you were going to get away with it? You know, you were stoned. I'm going to guarantee you he was stoned out of his head in the airport, probably reeking of weed. He's a dancehall artist, so he's dressed like a gangster in the airport. Almost certainly.
You do a line and I'll do.
But in this big-brained head of his, he thought, yeah, I'll smuggle back a load of ganja to the UK and then I'll sell it and I'll be rich. Right? And the story goes that when he was locked up, his dad had to start selling weed to pay rent. So if your dad was able to get his hands on dope back in England, why were you smuggling it in from Jamaica, you bonehead? It's the perfect crime, says Rare Witch. Yeah. So, knowing how idiotic doing something like that is, first of all, can we stop this myth that going to jail is somehow cool and makes you amazing? Oh no! Dog, you can't make fun of Tuggawar because he went to jail 35 years ago. No! That means he has always been as stupid as he is now. He was stupider back then. And he still hasn't grown up. Right, so that leads me to believe, seeing as that was such a boneheaded move, that he did that on purpose in order to gain some street cred, which he did not have prior to that. Because in everybody's arguments as to why Tuggawar should be respected, it involves him going to prison in Jamaica, which I don't think is fucking cool. I think it's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Smuggling drugs and then going to prison. Congratulations! You've proved to everyone that you are as thick as everybody thought you were in the beginning. Don't respect Tuggawar. He's been doing it for 20 years. He went to prison in Spanish Town. You're making my point for me. If you say that in the YouTube comments again. Right, let's watch this horrendous mockery of Jamaican culture. This is a mockery of Jamaican culture. You're a disgrace, Tuggawar, doing something like this. You might as well be. I'm offended on their behalf, and maybe I shouldn't be. Seeing as Tuggawar M.R. Talapaton, they get offended on Jamaicans' part whenever they see a gay person in the news. Edited by Prince Beats Media.
Bumbaclart to them. Bumba pussy clot 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 to them. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work and I chicken me a jerk. Work man I work.
Work man a work, me a chicken, me a jerk. He's a vegetarian. He doesn't even eat chicken. He's never worked, says Raw 1210. Guarantee that. None of these rappers that we show on our show have ever had a real job, a grown-up adult job. They've never even worked in the spar.
Give me a jerk. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Run up on your crew with a ting, make it burst. Gunshot straight to your new teeth. Them shit, them brief. None of my gun, them the least. Bumba pussy clot to them.
Gunshot to your new teeth, he said. Sounds like an M.This.
Bumba pussy clot to them.
Like, people really think him doing that little leg dance. People think that's hilarious.
Bumba pussy clot to them. 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 Hey, pussy clot don't I know, man. On a favor Bumbaclart. Donkey out of Shrek. Suck your mother. Hoo-ha.
Donkey out of Shrek, suck your mother. I mean, is Tuggawar pretending that these aren't dentures, by the way? I mean, everybody knows that these are dentures. Is he trying to pretend that his teeth aren't also bought and paid for and very large and comical? Because that sounds like what the only thing that he has to say in this here song is about. That's the only negative thing he's saying is about the teeth. This is what he thinks Jamaicans get on like. Have you seen how he acts in his home alone? Let me show you this here. I got a little video here. Tuggawar, stupid old man eating his ugly, stupid toast. Here we go.
Nah, go on like on a Bumbaclart, bad people, and no riches of Britain.
This is what he thinks Jamaicans act like.
On a butter. On a toast.
I mean, this isn't even real patois. At least Extreme Measure and M.R. learn the new slang and the new patois. At least they know it. At least they know the right terms. He just makes them up. He just pretends. He thinks this is what Jamaicans get on like.
Look, pan toast now, no man, billions of pounds worth of bread. You think I harvest this? Think of Bumbaclart, Kingsmill, a Bumbaclart sourdough bread me I deal with.
It's defo a diss, but not really working, says Tuggy. He's taken key phrases from M. and blended them up to just try and catch the internet wave, says Tuggy. Yes, that's what I was sort of insinuating at. Maybe I was saying it blatantly. I'm also a stupid idiot. Don't feel bad, Tuggawar and all the other faking Jamaicans. I'm also a stupid idiot. I'm not a faking Jamaican, but I am a dancehall artist. Has Tuggawar been on the RTM podcast? Don't think so, but I've heard I think I heard Young Spray say that people are dying to get Tuggawar on there. I think the whole thing is a diss to M.R. Says Rob. All right, let's watch him eat his Bumbaclart cracker.
Butter on my bread. No, lure pack. Look for me lure.
No nana lure pack, remember?
Pack good no, man. Unanya margarine. Bad man on your margarine. Lure pack butter. Sourdough bread. Well toast up. Unanya Bumbaclart.
That is not sourdough bread.
KFC and fries. And for them I shit the bed of morning time. You know, and a Bumbaclart which is a Britain. Stoogie bougie, you don't take bad people for. Clark doing it, yeah, man.
Lovely. Thank you so much for boiling the kettle in our ears there, Tuggawar. Thanks for that. Work me na chicken me a jerk.
Living yam toast. Put it on egg. White egg and egg.
So do Rastas eat eggs, by the way? I don't think Rastas eat eggs, butter, things like that. I'm not sure, but if you're going to follow this fake, this pseudo-Rasta diet that they all do, all the faking Jamaicans pretend they don't eat pork and chicken and stuff. They all do it behind closed doors, though. But they never get it right. They just do their interpretation of it. Right, so let's check these comments here. I'm calling Broadmoor. There you go. The people called me crazy for calling him crazy. There we go. So basically, any that he has clicked like, I am not reading. Looks like Uncle Fester, the Jamaican version. Oh, this makes it very easy to skip over the good ones and only read the bad ones. You need to remind folks your 96 bars. Edit, did anyone reply? No, says this one. All right, I don't get it. Tugga the real... Look at this here, look. I feel like this guy's left me comments on my channel before. Tugga the real deal. Look at this absolute paragraph here defending Tuggawar's honor. Let's read this here. Tugga the real deal. This guy been in Spanish Town prison. Oh, well done. Well done. These people think going to jail is a good thing. That's who you're dealing with. This guy and his father are the real deal because they both sold miniature bits of dope. FUXK, the haters, my G. Beg you please pass through my page and drip me a comment. We thought this was going to be a compliment, but no, it was merely a bribe to get Tuggawar to leave a comment on his page. Shattered for you, Tuggy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Conor.G show, and this is the Fake and Jamaican Report.
I'm a big artist for you guys because you've all made a little clowning name for yourself. So I'll clown you out and destroy your careers over. But what you gotta motherfucking understand is I'm haunting you for life. Go suck your mother. Every single last one of you guys, man. I do this for fun and I don't sleep till everything's fucking dead and buried.